A Bill of Rights was not included in the provisions of the Constitution that was drafted by the Philadelphia Convention in 1787. It was added as an afterthought, so to speak. When the first Congress met under the new Constitution in 1789, it drafted 12 amendments which were submitted to the states for ratification. However, only 10 were approved. These first 10 amendments to the Constitution are known as the Bill of Rights. Why did the framers of the Constitution not include a Bill of Rights in the original document? Was the omission of a Bill of Rights an oversight or a deliberate act by the delegates? Well, there were models to draw upon. As I previously mentioned, the English Bill of Rights had been enacted by Parliament in 1689. At the time of the drafting of the Constitution, several state constitutions contained Bills of Rights. Indeed, there were proposals introduced at the Philadelphia Convention itself for the inclusion of a Bill of Rights, most notably the proposal introduced by George Mason of Virginia, who had, with James Madison, drafted the Virginia Declaration of Rights in 1776. However, the convention delegates produced a document that did not contain a Bill of Rights. This must mean that its omission was a deliberate act. They considered and rejected including a Bill of Rights. James Madison had originally argued against including a Bill of Rights on the grounds that it was both unnecessary and undesirable. Why? Did Madison just not love liberty? Well, of course he did. Madison had long been an advocate of the most generous interpretation of liberty. However, Madison believed that including a Bill of Rights was undesirable because he worried that a specific listing of individual rights in the Constitution might be construed to mean that the people only retained the rights so listed. What if something was omitted? Should the Constitution be construed to mean that the people did not have any rights that were not listed? Furthermore, Madison had argued that a Bill of Rights was unnecessary given the structural principles of the Constitution. We will discuss those features in due course. For now, we will simply say that Madison was convinced that the framework for government that the Constitution created was sufficient to limit government's authority. Madison's position prevailed at the convention. The Constitution was drafted without a Bill of Rights.